So what's up, guys? I'm back. I don't have the IS anymore, as you guys can see. I actually ended up getting an AMG. So I know a lot of people are probably wondering what happened to the 335 IS, and unfortunately I ended up getting into a crash on New Year's night. Somebody had rear-ended me and the car is completely totaled. So I ended up buying an AMG, and honestly I cannot be happier. I've had a lot of fun with this car so far. I've only owned it for like 2 weeks. Obviously it doesn't have turbos, it's naturally aspirated. I can't be happier. I mean, it's an AMG. I got it for a good price. You know, there's a lot of features to this car. There's a few things that I don't like about this car, mainly the front end, to be honest. I mean, it's a little different. It does look good, but the headlights are kind of weird. I'm probably gonna eventually get like a front lip. Don't mind my dirty ass hands. I literally just got done working on this car actually. I'm probably gonna get a lip. I might end up doing the facelift because you can get a facelift on these cars and you can make it look like a 2018. But for the most part, I mean, it does look really good. It has air suspension in the back, so if I let the car sit overnight, it'll actually completely slam. Put a picture up on screen. It does not have cats on it, so it is pretty loud.
I'll kind of go through a little bit of my mod list. I honestly don't think there's been too much done to this car. As I said, I literally just bought it, so I did end up finding the original listing because I bought it from a dealership, but it apparently has a stage 1 tune. Not sure from who. It does not have cats. It has the stock AMG mufflers. It is extremely loud for just having no cats. I'll end up like probably doing a POV at the end of this video to show you guys what it sounds like, but it is extremely loud under load and like top end. It does sound really good. I'm sure if I get headers and I get the mufflers cut off, they're probably going to be extremely loud. I'm not sure if I'll do that. Eventually I probably will, because I do want to do a lot to this car and I have some really cool ideas, but in the meantime, I'm just kind of probably going to keep the car stock for the most part. But it's a nice car. There's not really much that you can do to these cars. Obviously it's just a naturally aspirated V8, so you know, headers, cams, straight pipe, maybe a flame tune, all that cool stuff. I mean, it's pretty basic for the most part. I mean, I really wouldn't say basic. It's basic in terms, you know, you can't really mod much, but you can make these cars look really good and you can make them sound really good too. It has the M156 engine from the C63. These are somewhat similar. I mean, it's basically just like the big body version of it. You think about it as like the 7 Series when it comes to like the BMWs compared to like their smaller model. It does have AMG brakes. It has the Brimbos, I believe. Not so sure. It has the drilled and slotted rotors, as you guys can see. The guy did end up putting updated taillights in them. That is cool. They do have the LCI tails, so I don't have to worry about doing the facelift tails. I can put a picture up on screen how this front end can look. They can look pretty good. Stock, they're a little weird. People kind of look at them from the front and they might not even notice that it's an AMG. It might just kind of look pretty basic to them. I mean, I like it. It's kind of a sleeper in a way. Kind of get into how the interior looks. Car does have a P30 package, and the C63s, they do have the P31 package, but these have the P30 package. In terms of what that means, I'm not really too positive, but I do believe that these cars with the P30 package come completely forged internals. It does have the updated steering wheel. This was suede at one point, but obviously it's kind of matted down. It is an old car. It does have the nice AMG seats, the bucket seats, and it kind of is a nice updated interior look. This is kind of similar to like the newer 2014, like 2016 or 2017 AMG S. This is kind of what you would experience sitting in the car. It's like the basic feel. It is a really nice, comfortable drive. You do have these nice bucket seats, kind of hold you in place. When you're driving in the car, the drone's actually not that loud either. So that's another thing that I like about this car. I mean, it is a loud V8. It's nice not having to deal with the drone when you're inside the vehicle. One cool thing that I do like that it came with is a carbon fiber diffuser. Obviously, it's not really like a big thing, but it is kind of a cool touch to the exterior mods. I definitely have a lot of plans with this car in the future. It's probably mainly going to be focused on this car and making videos with this from now on. People are probably wondering if I'll get back into BMW. I eventually do plan on getting something BMW related in the future. I'm not exactly so sure what, but as for now, this is what I'm working with, and I do really love this car. You guys are going to be getting a lot of content on this, so I'll go ahead and start it up for you guys and show you what it sounds like inside the cabin, and then I'll kind of give you a view of what it sounds like outside. Honestly, it might not sound the best, to be honest, because I'm kind of having a misfire right now. I have to change those spark plugs. It's an old car, needs some work. It's not exactly going to be the best. Should expect to be at least putting a couple dollars down when you buy an old car like this, especially a foreign. You know, for the price I paid and how good the car's been treating me, I'd say pretty happy with it. So there's not much that has to be fixed. Obviously, like I said, spark plugs, you know, a little tune up, but it does sound really good. When it's sitting at idle, it's not extremely loud because of the mufflers. It kind of almost sounds like it's breathing. When you put your foot up here, you can feel the air coming out. It sounds really good, especially when you're just cruising at low RPM, 2000. 3000 sounds pretty loud, I'd say. It's not actually that quiet of a car, but it definitely does sound quiet inside compared to outside, so I can't really notice it. But my friends tell me all the time that it's extremely loud. I can only imagine. I'll give you guys some POVs here in a second, and I'll catch back up with you. Somebody is coming.